Another video from my office. I have already filmed, as you guys know, a lot of videos already pre-recorded, and most of them are, not most of them, but a lot of them are from this office. In today's video, we're gonna go into metrics. So first, I'm gonna walk you through, I'd say, the 5 #1 metrics in my opinion when it comes to marketing. So yeah, this is gonna be the marketing metric video. Quick reminder, we're gonna go over many twice, so it really sticks to you guys and you can properly remember. We're looking into the click-through rate, or the CTR. This is something you'll for sure hear a lot of in marketing, and you for sure need to know this. You need to know when creating email campaigns, when you create ad campaigns, if you're just working marketing, your click-through rate is something very important and tells you a lot. So the click-through rate, it measures the amount of people that click on the ad and that see the ad. So the amount of people that see the ad and click on it is the click-through rate. Impressions times 100. The higher the better. Alright, next is the CPC, cost per click. So when you pay CPC, creating an ad campaign, for example, often in Google ad campaigns, pay per click. So basically there's no math behind this, it's just the cost per click is a metric. And next is your CPA, cost per acquisition, or yeah, cost per acquisition. So it's the cost of a conversion. The lower the better. So it's just all the costs that you require to get an acquisition. And we're going to be looking at CAC, customer acquisition cost, where we'll go a little bit more in depth in what these costs are. But first we have the conversion rate, or CVR, is the amount of people that actually do the desired action, which is, for example, purchasing something, signing up for something, etc. So when the customer converts to an actual customer. This is very important as well. It's the people that sign up or buy something seeing your ad, like I said. So it's the impressions times 100 as well. And this is also something that's often, always listed in your ad managers or your analytic tools. This also applies to ads as well, but now it's a little bit more email focused. For the email open rate, it is emails open divided by emails delivered times 100. For example, you sent out 1,000 emails and 200 people opened them. That's an open rate of 20%. Don't get this too confused with your click-through rate, which is the percentage of people that clicked on the link inside your email, or also ad, of course. And this formula for that is clicks, so the times people clicked on the link, divided by opened emails times 100. This should show you if the CTAs are good, and it shows you that you might have to adjust in your CTA or hook. And this is very important when you're doing A/B testing or just regular ad testing. The example here would be 200 people opened the email, 40 people clicked shop now link, for example. That is a click-through rate of 20%. Next, let's go over the conversion rate again. I'm going to go over these multiple times, so this will actually lock inside your brain. Now, the conversion rate is the amount of people that actually went and bought something after they clicked through on your shop now button. This action taken divided by clicks times 100. The example here I have is 40 people clicked on the shop now button, 10 people actually bought something. The conversion rate is 25%. These examples, which are pretty much very realistic. So for example, if you send out 1,000 emails and only 10 people end up buying something, that is actually pretty realistic. Yeah, keep that in mind. A quick rule of thumb, a high open rate And a low click-through rate shows that the email content is bad, and that's where your improvement should lie. A high click-through rate and a low conversion rate shows that your landing page is bad and that needs improvement. Open rate equals action, click-through rate equals engagement, and conversion rate results, money. Now let's go into a different metric, which is also relatively important in marketing or in business in general, which are your COGS. Now, this might be a little less important for lead generation businesses, but if you're not a lead generation business or you just want to learn about marketing, then COGS is pretty important for you. Now, this is the cost of goods sold, the direct cost of producing and buying goods company sells. So this includes raw material costs, direct labor cost, manufacturer's costs, the quality checks, the packaging, the shipping of the raw materials of the factory, and various other fees the factory might give you as well. The shipping sometimes is also listed separately. Now, what's not COGS is your marketing, your ad spend, or your advertising. Customers' various CRM, the staff, or the rent of your place. Delivery sometimes as well, but should be counted separately. DNR, research and development. Lower COGS, higher profit. Now let's go over CVR, so your conversion rate, the cost per acquisition or cost per lead, and the SCR again. We went over conversion rate twice now because it is important for marketing. Now, conversion rate, it is the leads divided by visitors times 100. 50 divided by 1000 times 100 is 5.0. And that is your conversion rate. Your cost per lead or cost per acquisition, total ad spend divided by the amount of leads that you got. You spent $500 on ad spend, divided by 50 leads is $10 is $10 per lead. CPL of $10. SCR is actually your sales conversion rate. Now, you might think this is the same as your regular conversion rate. No, your sales conversion rate is the customers divided by the amount of leads times 100. 10 customers divided by 50 leads times 100 is a SCR of 20%. Right, let's get a little more pro territory now. We have got that previous one a little bit more settled down, I feel like. So let's go into customer lifetime value, also known as your CTV. It's the total profit generated off of one customer over their lifetime after COGS. You know what COGS are, right? So the average amount a customer spends, at example, an e-commerce store after COGS. So you do this after COGS, and this is very important for the long term and your long run. You can do this with your revenue, build after LTV with revenue, LTV with after COGS or with COGS, and LTV with profit. Now you can really go in depth into LTV and improving your LTV, which I would actually kind of recommend as well. I mean, if you're up for it, if you have the time for it, I would consider doing so. It will for sure help your business grow over the long run. Now let's go into CAC. Customer acquisition cost, something very important also when it comes to customer lifetime value, which we'll get into later, why these guys play hand in hand. So now, customer acquisition cost, the average cost to drive a new customer over a certain time period. This includes your marketing, advertising, and sales is the cost for a new customer. These marketing, advertising, and sales costs, what this includes is your employee salaries plus expenses, all marketing expenses, so your design, video making cost, and also your all outsourced costs that you may have. all sales expenses, all consulting expenses if you may hire a consultant, your travel expenses, your software expenses, your paid advertising expenses, and your rate. All of these together divided by the new customers, and you'll get your CAC. Now let's actually get into an example here. We have employee costs of 150,000. The marketing and sales expenses are 20,000. Now the paid ad expenses are 25,000. The travel costs are 10,000, and your consultant cost 5,000. Altogether, that's 210,000. So the total cost of 210,000 divided by the new customers that you got, which were 1,500, it gives you a CAC of 140, which is your CAC. So that's how you calculate it. Let's go over CAC one more time. So it's your total marketing and sales cost divided by your customers. So another quick example, 500 divided by 10 is a CAC of 50. Now your lifetime value is your average revenue per customer times average purchases. So for example, your average revenue per customer is $120 times 3 is 360 is your LTV. It's very important to have a healthy ratio between them. LTV divided by CAC, for example, 360 divided by those 50 is 7.2, and that's your ratio, and that is a healthy ratio. You should know this if you want a profitable business long term. Now, before we end the video off here, let's go over the number one marketing metrics again, and I would not skip this. Don't think you already got this down. Let's go over it again. I'll make it quick. All right. Click-through rate, percentage of people who click on your ad or email. Shows if your message catches attention and shows that you might have to change certain stuff. Now, CPC, cost per click, how much you pay for one click, so how much you pay for a single click on an ad tells you how efficient your ads are. Conversion rate, percentage of visitors who actually did what you wanted, and gave you money. Measures how good your landing page is or offer is. Now, your CPA, cost per acquisition, ad spend divided by number of conversions shows how much it costs to get one customer. Now, your ROAS, very also important, but more in the short term when having ad campaigns running to see if they're actually performing well. Now, return on ad spend is what ROAS means. Revenue divided by the ad spend calculated by an ad platform or tag manager tells you how profitable your ads are. Retention rate, percentage of customers who come back and buy again, so you retain. Measures the loyalty and long-term value, or LTV. These 6 are the heartbeat of performance marketing. Now, beyond these big 6, if you're comfortable with those, what people also often track is their impression reach. How many people saw ad or whatever. Engagement rate, the likes, shares, comments divided by reach. The bounce rate, percentage, reach by the way followers. Bounce rate, percentage of people who leave your page quickly. Average order value, AOV, average amount of spent per page on your website, important for your LTV. CTR by creative ad set, to compare which ads work better. These explain why the big 6 go up or down. Now, the KPIs, the key performance indicator, is also something that you'll hear a lot of in marketing. So if you're consulting with a client or whatever, or you want to set up the KPIs for your business, so it could be performance indicators. Now, this is a goal, get more clicks. These are your goals. So get more clicks, KPI, number of new clients. Your goal might be profitable ads, a KPI, a good ROAS. Grow your page, KPI, follower growth rate. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share, and the next video will be ad funnels. I've already made it.
Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want marketing work done by me, text me on my email and a metrics layout description down below.